Hello everyone, welcome to Sade's Tarot Tea. So today I will be doing a reading on the lovely Britney Spears. I know a lot of people have been requesting me to do Britney Spears because Britney is recently going through some stuff. There is a whole petition hashtag saying for us to free Britney. So I'm curious. I haven't been keeping up with a lot of the things going on with Britney Spears. So I'm curious to see what's going to come out. I already started pulling cards for her. Interesting spread we have here, so we're just gonna get right into it. So let's get started with reading on Britney. So before I get started, you guys know the drill, I hope by now. I read their charts and then I kind of start referring to their chart, and this helps me get into the celebrity's energy more. Britney Spears is a sun in Sagittarius. We all know I love them Sagittarians. Her moon is in Aquarius like me, Mercury in Sagittarius like me, Venus in Capricorn, Mars in Virgo, and she is a Libra rising. So Britney right now is not doing okay. That is true, guys. She's not, this isn't some like scandal or ploy to make Britney have more numbers on her record, on the records that she's produced. She's actually been very mentally unstable, I feel, from her, since... And I'm not talking about since she grabbed that umbrella. I'm saying, like, she's been mentally unstable for a while now. She's always had, even when she was little, Britney had kind of like, I believe Britney, I keep hearing chemical imbalance. Like, she has a chemical imbalance in her brain. I'm not trying to diagnose her. I'm not a doctor. Also, I should add that this reading is for entertainment purposes only and not to be taken, seriously, okay? But what I say is what I'm feeling, okay? So unless, like I said, unless Britney confirms all this, so herself. So just go off, take this as a grain of salt. But anyway, so what I'm feeling is since Britney was little, she's always had like a chemical imbalance. And I don't say that in a disrespectful way. I say that like, she's just always, like not been right, like she kind of, I wouldn't say she's schizophrenic. I don't want to go as far as to say that, but she kind of suffers from, it's I'm hearing it's like a slight form, it's a mild form of schizophrenia. And I'm not saying that to be funny or to like make fun of Britney Spears, but like honestly guys, like she's very sensitive. Like I feel it from her. Like I felt it while I was pulling the cards. She's very sensitive. Like she can hear spirits and stuff like that. She can hear things from other dimensions. And I think I kind of hear Britney like saying things like this. Like, I think she's also, I hear her when she was younger, like saying things like this, like, oh, there are aliens in this world that, like there are aliens in this universe, and people are like, okay, Britney, like shut up, like they would say things like that to her. They would kind of like dumb her down a lot because Britney's actually really smart. But the thing, I know that's crazy for me to say that, guys, because people think Britney Spears is really stupid, but it's not that she's stupid, it's just that people have dumbed her down so much because they've wanted her to be a pop icon. So they're like, oh, shut up, like you can't say that, because Britney would, like, she would have these like world revelations. Like being a moon in Aquarius, I understand this, man. We tend to look crazy, we tend to look unsure of ourselves, or like we tend to look like we need to be locked up in a psych ward or sound like we need to be locked up in a psych ward. But Britney, for the longest time, guys, she's always been intuitive like that. And I don't mean intuitive in the sense of like a Scorpio or Pisces or or a Cancer even. I mean like she just, I don't know, it's like in different dimensions. She kind of feels what goes on in different dimensions that are way beyond our universe, and that trips her up. Like even Britney has been abducted a couple times, like this, like during sleep paralysis. Like she doesn't have sleep paralysis like on a day-to-day basis, but she definitely goes through a form of like a big trippy form of like mild sleep paralysis. And I watched a video on sleep paralysis and intuitive people that go through sleep paralysis, and they actually link it back to it's being like you're being abducted, you know what I mean? I'm gonna sound crazy, but I'm in Britney's energy, so bear with me, guys, okay? Anyway, so like that's what I'm pulling from Britney, is she's not well. Like she is actually not okay. Like, she's saying she's okay, but people see, like her family sees around her for the longest time, they've actually given her multiple chances. Like Britney, let's get this under wraps. Like, let's, they've tried to actually cover up a lot of Britney's illnesses. Some of them they've diagnosed her, some of them they haven't. Like, she's had since she was little, like the whole like sleep paralysis thing. She kind of went through that when she was younger. And then, the abducted thing, the universe being very sensitive to our stars and our universe, and just like as a whole, like she's very sensitive, guys. And what's telling me that is the solitude card. I keep looking at this like universe right here, this whole like dimension right here. So these are the cards that I'm gonna speak of that I've pulled for Britney. Um, I feel like Britney is ending a cycle, like where she is, having to look more clearly at herself, and she's had a lot of time of reflection, and she's had a lot of world revelations, guys. I was saying earlier, like she's had a lot of world revelations. Like Britney, like I'm even hearing Britney knew that Trump was gonna be president. Like she knew like shit like that was gonna happen, shit like that was gonna rattle our world. And her being a Sagittarius with that moon in Aquarius, man, guys, she's super philosophical, but you don't know that because unfortunately it's kind of what they did to Marilyn Monroe. It's like they dumbed her down. Like, so Britney actually became dumbed down a lot by the industry because they wanted to keep her quiet. She would speak too much, and that's very Sagittarius, you know what I mean? Like, they speak too much. She has that Mercury in Sag, so that explains why I'm feeling that from her. um like she's not like, I'm not saying she's like Einstein or Albert Einstein or anything like that. I'm saying like, as far as like things that she feels, things that are going to occur, things that we need to work on, things we need to fix in regards to humanitarian, being a humanitarian. She's a humanitarian. That's that moon in Aquarius. That's that Sag energy, that Libra rising. She's strictly a humanitarian, and it makes sense too with her midheaven in Cancer. Her midheaven in Cancer, I'm feeling, does not like, she's not being fulfilled by her midheaven because like, she was really pushed into the music industry. She actually wanted to do things where she was really caring about people. Britney has like a very delicate soul about her, and it's really hard for Britney to like turn the other cheek to things that don't, that really are unjust in the world. Like I was saying about that Libra rising and that Cancer midheaven, like she sees a lot that goes on in the music industry, and it's like that has fucked her up, guys, too. Like Britney has been, I'm getting more, like I always say, I'm getting more into her energy, so I'm able to see a lot of things that she sees and why she moves the way she moves. But Britney, it's hard for Britney to do certain things. Like I'm even picking up from my solitude card that, sometimes like Britney even like has, like she knows how to read properly, but certain things like, certain sentence structures and how to formulate and spell, stuff like that, like things that we should know when we're in preschool, not preschool, kindergarten. Like really, like the simple things like that, like she didn't learn like right away. Or when she was pushed into the music industry, she was, didn't she was in the Mickey Mouse Club, right, guys? Like Mickey Mouse Club. So like she wasn't like, they would give her some form of education. She had I'm picking up on her dad. Her dad would really like teach her and like shelter her. But there's something about Britney's energy, guys. I'm picking this up right now. I don't know why I'm feeling this, but she's very uncomfortable. She's always been since she was young. She's very uncomfortable around not younger, I'm sorry, older men. Like old men. So that kind of is concerning me. I don't want to say too much, and I'm picking up on some older man when she was young, or like in her preteens or something like that, being very like weird to her. And I'm not gonna say much because I don't, allegedly, okay, I'm gonna say allegedly, like I'm picking up on someone being, that pedophile feeling, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, this card is a nice card, but why is it telling me that? That's creepy to me. But I don't know, I know Britney dates, or she's dated guys that were a little bit older than her, but she doesn't like being around older men. I don't know why I'm feeling that, guys, but it feels right. So let me know, guys, if you're a huge Britney Spears fan and you know this about her. But I'm kind of concerned for her because that fucked her up when she got older. So, like, I'm picking up on her being very uncomfortable around older men. And I want to say almost her father. So, I don't know. I don't want to make assumptions, allegedly. I'm not saying her dad did anything to her, but Yeah, I don't know, guys. So I'm not saying it was her dad. I'm saying older men. They just, something's not right. Something's not right with this. I don't know. And I don't usually pick that up for this card. So I don't know if her parents are really religious, or if that's what I'm feeling, if it was some pastor or something like that. Um, but people that remind her, maybe it's a whole thing about, men that remind her of her father or something like that. I don't know. Like, I'm just feeling like something happened to Britney that traumatized her. Also, like the fact that they really dumb her down. They really dumb her down. It's sad, guys. They don't let Britney Spears talk a lot. Like in interviews, they actually like, she has to memorize like a script. She has to memorize. See, the Solitude card, guys, I keep going back to. She has to memorize a script. And actually, too, like Britney Spears is trying to, like, while she's in solitude, while she's in confinement, she's actually learning to read a lot of books. Like, not like learning to read, I don't mean to say it like that, but she's like, I pick up on self help books. Like, she's trying to, or they're trying to give her self help books. Um, yeah. Yes, guys, Brittany is really sad, suffering in silence. Like, she feels like she's okay. She feels like she doesn't need to be where they're putting her. Her father, actually, this is him too. I'm picking up on him too. There's something about the dad. I don't know. I keep picking that up. Like, ugh, I don't like what I'm feeling about her dad. So I don't know what that means. If you guys know, please let me know what it means. But justice in the reverse, that is sad. That what they did to Britney was not fair. She was actually trying to work on herself. She's not well, guys, okay? Let me say that. But that's because they have been forcing, it's like what I said about Marilyn Monroe. It's like they've actually, like, it's, when they were dealing with Marilyn, they were giving her drugs, you know what I mean, and saying, oh, like, be the dumb blonde. It's kind of, be the dumb blonde. It's kind of like what I'm picking up for Britney. It's like they put her in this box, and like she would try to break out of that box. Like, this started when she was really young. Like, I'm gonna put the CD up here of the one I'm picturing, her Oops, I Did It Again CD. When she was in her Oops, I Did It Again phase, in that stronger phase, like, she was, that was like Britney's like breakout. Like, she was trying to like send a message, and like when she said it's my prerogative, you know what I mean? Like, she was trying to give us a message. She was saying, help, guys, like, help, 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 help. Like, these people are trying to make me something I'm not. And unfortunately, Britney she hasn't always had the best team around her. It's like suffering in silence. It makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, suffering in silence. And also, I'm picking up that Britney would, people would pass on, like, around her, and people would pass on around her, and, sorry, guys, I'm listening. Sorry. People would pass on around her, or she would go through things in the music industry, and or whatever that is, whatever, they don't like Britney showing emotion. Something about showing emotion, like, they want Britney to, I don't know, for whatever reason, they don't like her showing emotion, like her team. I'm hearing like, suck it up, like, get out there. Like, they push her out on the stage, they would push her out on the stage, and she wasn't well, like, you know what I mean? Like, that, they were, Britney was already like pretty sensitive, and people say, they say Britney's crazy, Britney this, Britney Spears that. But guys, I'm hearing she's not really crazy. Like, she just has a lot of like sensitive things like that affect her. Like, I'm also hearing what she hears. This is gonna sound weird, but Brittany hears a lot. She hears this a lot. Like, it makes chills. Like, I kind of am getting I'm getting a little goosebumps, but not too much, because I can't really hear it, but I hear it. So it's like, but when Brittany, I'm feeling, because it's not actually me that's freaked out by this, but Brittany is freaked out by this certain type of sound. It's like, I don't know how to do it. It's just kind of like, zzz, like, she hears that a lot, and it freaks her out. Like, she hears that, and it freaks her out. Like, just feeling her get freaked out about this. I'm getting freaked out. Like, I'm like, ugh. Like, what is that? Like, this shit wakes her up in the middle of the night, and it makes it makes her get goosebumps, or the hair on her arms stand up. Which they have her shaved, but you know what I mean. But yeah, guys, I'm feeling like, Brittany is trying to get her bearings. She's trying to stay grounded. I pay attention to the ground. She's trying to build from the ground up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm also hearing too that even though Brittany didn't want to go into this confinement, um she is kind of grateful that she is kind of grateful for it, guys. And the reason I say that is because, she was miserable. She was miserable in the music industry. I don't even think she's recorded a song or you know, the only thing that I'm feeling that she hates right now is she can't be around her kids. She can't be around, I believe she's dating this man. I don't know what man she's dating, but I'm picking up on her dating a man or being in some type of like contact with a man. So I don't know if you guys know what that's about. Is Brittany, was she dating before she left into, where she is? And I keep saying confinement because I keep hearing confinement. So yeah, guys, they've been wanting Brittany to go for a while. Brittany's also hoping that with her being in this type of, solitude, that she'll be able to get her bearings again, and she'll be able to um really get her foot back into the door, because she does want to re-record music. I'm also hearing, guys, that Britney wants to record like a whole, this is cool, like she wants to record a whole, like, I hear like visual album, but it's not something that's been done before. Like she's had a couple of ideas like that, and they don't really let her express her ideas, which pisses me off because Britney is super creative. You better let Britney leave Britney alone, as Chris Crocker says. um, but let her express her ideas because this is cool. Like, I haven't seen people do this, but Britney has been wanting to do this idea for a long time, but they will not let her do it. And that is, she wants to re-record all of her songs, and she wants to create a visual album to them. And then when she does her residency, I don't know if her residency ended or she was trying to, have it renew it, but she wanted to have it playing in the background, and she wanted to do this like really cool like production, like, which is dope as fuck. Like, I would be down to see that. So I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I would be down. So let's see what else is going on with her. So let's see if she's gonna get out. Is Britney going to get out of confinement? See, guys, the devil. See, I told you guys, they're trying to keep her back. They're trying to keep her down. Britney is getting too big for her britches. Like, Britney has actually, like, fought back on a lot of things. Like, she's starting to know her voice a little bit more than she did before. I think having kids, and she was dating a man that would see, like, the injustice, because I pulled justice in the reverse, the injustice around her. She doesn't date the best guys, but, which we'll look into her and Justin Timberlake. I'm interested about that one, guys. So, let's see. So what's going on with Britney now? Is she going to get out? Is she going to get out? Show me Britney. She is a Sagittarius with her moon in Aquarius, Mercury. Okay. Guys, I don't see her getting out right now. This flew right out. 4 of Wands in the reverse. They're not going to let her out right now. They're like, it's kind of like that thing I'm getting. They're like saying to her, they're like, Britney, you're not well. You're not well. I hear like a man with a soft voice. Like, he's like, kind of like the Twilight Zone. It kind of reminds me of that. He's like, Britney, you are not well. And she's like, I am well. I am well. And they're like, do you see how you're talking right now, Britney? Miss Spears, you're not well. You're not well. I don't know why they're doing this to her. Well, actually, I do know why. I just answered my own damn question. Why did they put Britney in confinement? Her dad did it. Why did they put Britney in? I'm telling you guys, I keep hearing, Britney, you're not well. So definitely, you know, Britney, like I was saying, she was fighting back on a lot of things. Like there was a lot of things that they wanted her to do. She got the Six of Wands in the reverse, which is my victory card. That's my overcoming things card. You know, they convinced her. She was convinced that she can't, you know, that she won't be able to function. She's also getting the Empress just popped out. You know, they also like convinced her around her, you know, her kids. You know, I keep hearing my babies, like, you know, I want to see my kids. I want to see my kids. Like she's like, poor Britney, man. Like she's screaming out for her kids. Like she doesn't scream, but like, you know, like she's just calling out for her children. Like she wants to be around her kids. I mean, they're her worlds, and I think she has 3 kids, right, guys? Or does she have 4? No, she has 3. As I said, that crazy 3 of Swords just came out. Oh my goodness. Guys, these are her kids. I think she has 3 kids. I think she has 3 kids. I'm gonna look that up. But they're coming out. They're coming out right now. Ooh. Why am I picking up on 3 kids? She has 2 kids right now. Is she pregnant? Is Britney gonna have another baby? Oh my goodness. Guys, I kid you not. I'm picking up on another kid. Okay, so this is what I'm hearing. I am hearing that Britney is either pregnant or she lost a child. She was pregnant again, guys. I think she's pregnant or she was pregnant. Because I'm picking up on 3 kids and she only has 2. So I don't know if she's expecting and she's just so stressed out, you know? And they want to keep it a secret, and that's why they're saying, "Oh, free Britney, free Britney." I don't know why they would. She's never really needed to do all this before, so is she pregnant? Is she pregnant? Guys, there's something deep going on with Britney. Like it's more than we think. It's more than we think. What is the moon card about? What is this moon card about? What is she hiding? I feel like she's in her solar return right now. We're all going through that crap, man. I'm telling you guys, Britney's being affected by something going on in this world right now. Like that's usually when they've had to like try to hide it from her, from the public a lot. So they're trying to like put her away, you know, because she's just kind of like, I wouldn't say she's acting crazy, but they're taking it as her acting crazy because Britney goes into these what I feel from her, man, like she goes into these world revelations, that moon in Aquarius, that I get that. Man, I'll go on a trip. They're like, "Britney, are you doing drugs again?" And she's like, "No, like I'm seriously like feeling all this." But I feel like, guys, she's either pregnant or she had a miscarriage, or I picked up on 3 children and it says she has 2. See, I'm getting 3 again, guys. 3. I keep getting 3. And she's not with her kids right now. These are her kids. Oh, God, Britney. She misses her kids. Is Britney pregnant? She keeps getting the 4 of Pentacles. King of Pentacles came out again. This must be the guy she's with, or it could be her father. She keeps getting the King of Pentacles. So I keep picking up on there was a miscarriage or she's expecting. And she's really like, it makes sense. Like if Britney had a miscarriage, she could be like really devastated. She could be going through a lot. And they're trying to, and she's not handling it well because I am picking up on 3 children. But like I said, she only has 2. So I don't know if she had a miscarriage or if Or she just found out she's pregnant. Let me know, guys, okay? I don't want to dwell on this too much, but yeah, Britney. Oh god, Britney. Britney! All right. Let's move on. So now I'm curious, guys. Let's look at her relationship with Justin Timberlake, because I know a lot of people are going to ask me about that. So what was the relationship, if they're still talking? How does Justin feel about Britney, and how did he feel about Britney? So I'll be using this deck for how he felt about Britney and how he feels about her now. Okay, guys? So please tell me in the past, how did Justin feel about Britney Spears? Justin Timberlake. How did he feel about Britney Spears? Justin's just like, Justin didn't like that, Justin didn't like how insensitive Britney was. Like, when they were dating, she was like very, she's very tough. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't used to girls like that. He was just like, but that's very Sagittarius. That's a Sag woman for you. Like, he was just like, you're fucking, like, he never really saw Britney Spears cry. Like, he didn't really see her cry. And if she broke down, she would just get more so angry. But she wouldn't lash out because she does have her Mars in Virgo. So, Mars and Virgo's, you know, their version of lashing out is, you know, nagging you to death. Like, you know what you can do? You can go vacuum that floor that I told you to vacuum 5 weeks ago. Thank you. And then they walk away. So, you know, it's like, you know, it's funny. Like, they're like, he's like, you know, damn, like, do you cry? And she's like, no, like, you know, crying is for wimps. Like, Britney used to make, like, jokes like that when she was younger. Like, when she was, around the time she was dating him, she used to make jokes. It's funny. Crying is for wimps. Aw. But even though, you know, that happened between them, they did have their disagreements or whatever. They had their disagreements. Justin was completely heartbroken when they broke up. He was completely heartbroken, guys. Like, he didn't know what to do with himself. You know, 2 of wands in the reverse. I'm picking up that Justin actually, like... Okay, but yeah, Justin was really heartbroken when they broke up. Like, he was... I'm getting to, though, that he cheated on her. Or was it Britney? Or one of them cheated. And I think you know, the whole thing of the music industry was just burdening their relationship a lot, but they were happy, you know, they were happy in their relationship together, but they were just very, overly burdened, you know, their relationship, as we saw, was, like, really put on this, like, pedestal, you know, and they couldn't really, like, have moments to themselves unless they snuck around, or unless they were at home, or they were, you know, they were together. But I don't know. I'm wondering if it was Britney that cheated, or if it was Justin. Because actually, guys, I'm getting Britney cheated. I don't know why I said Justin cheated, because I'm getting Britney cheated. Or she was talking to other people. Like, she was on her Sagittarius shit. What's her Venus in? Capricorn. Yeah, it's like that song Justin said where, you know, he was singing Cry Me a River. Yeah. That crap happened. Yeah, Britney's the one that cheated, guys. Britney cheated on Justin. She was like... That makes sense why he made that song called Cry Me a River. That really makes sense. So yeah, that's how he felt. He's like, I love you, but you're a cheater. You're a fucking liar. And Britney, like, loved to have it her way. They had problems. They both had, like, control issues. They really did love each other, but there were definitely, you know, there was more downs than ups. They didn't really have the opportunity to be private, you know? So let's see how he feels about her now. So I'm going to use my other deck. How does Justin feel about Britney Spears now? How does Justin feel about Britney Spears now? Justin's the Emperor. Wow. Oh, these are coming out. Queen of Wands. Oh, this is Britney. She's a Sag. Go with that. Okay, so what I'm getting is the King of Pentacles in the upright as Justin. Also, I'm pulling that it is the Emperor for him as well, or this could be another You know, this could also be another man in Britney's life. Um, but I get it could be Justin too. Well, obviously we know that they're not having sex. Ace of Wands in the reverse. We know that there's no more attraction there. But they have communicated a bit. They have communicated a bit. They're not on bad terms. You know, they're not on bad terms. But they're also not on the best of terms. They have the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands in the reverse, so there is no meeting of the minds, and there's no meeting of, effort being put in, or, feeling like they can do this, or, that they can make it work, or, there's no desire there. I'm not sensing a desire. If anything, Justin has moved on. I believe he's with Jessica Biel now, but, Queen of Wands in the reverse, he is seeing things that are happening with her, so... What's funny? I am getting that Justin has reached out to her. Like, are you good? Like, are you okay? Justin's been very comforting for her as coming up as the King of Pentacles. He's still holding his ground. He's still a little bit sore about the things that went down between him and Britney. But I am seeing that they have communicated a couple times. Yeah, Six of Wands in the upright. They have communicated a couple times. They have. So that's good. That's really good. But I'm not seeing that they're gonna get back together or anything's gonna come out of this. He's just checking on her. He's just kind of like sent her well wishes. Also, I believe he sent her like flowers. Like he's been a gentleman to her. So before I end this video, we're gonna see what Britney thinks about Justin. What does Britney think about Justin? What did she think about Justin in the past when they were dating? What did she think about him? Oh, okay, Britney. Damn. Tell us how you feel, Sagittarius. Tell us how you feel. Damn. Guys, Britney was not feeling Justin when they had, she actually felt like, that's why I picked up on both of them, like thinking both of them or one of them cheated, because Britney actually feels like there were times where Justin cheated on her, and she's like, well, I'm going to go out here and do my thing and show you that I can get whoever I want, basically. And, Justin, of course, did not take well to that. And, I take this card as, like, moving out, like, doing her own thing, going her own way, finding her own path, leaving Justin behind. She actually would tell people that he's not as nice as he seems. He's not as sweet as he seems. A lot of times there was arguing, a lot of manipulation, a lot of control. In a sense, they were kind of addicted. She saw like that they were both addicted to the fame, addicted to the life that wasn't real. And what's interesting is the devil can cause illusions around us in the physical. So she quickly, like I said, guys, she's intuitive. So like worldly intuitive. Not so much with emotions, but intuitively, universally, she's, intuitive. And she picked up on a lot about him, but also something, this is stupid, but Justin doesn't like pets, like such as animal, like, I don't know, I'm picking up that he didn't like her cats, like Britney, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but Britney, like, had cats at the time, and, like, he was like, your cat's gotta go, like, this got in the way of them a lot with their home, because there was a short period of time where it was like they were living together, yeah. But now, guys, even though there's some distance between them, she's happy for all of his success. Honestly, she's in a much better place when it comes to her, and he's checked on her, and he's made sure that she's okay. Like, so there has been, yeah, aw, see, Page of Wands, they've messaged. I got the Eight of Wands in this deck for Justin, saying that they've spoken. And the Page of Wands, they put down a lot of their pettiness towards each other, even though their relationship was very, it was good for what it was, but... she still feels an emotional connection to him, though. I think that's sweet. Britney. guys, Britney wants nothing but the best for Justin. She's over a lot of the shit that happened between them. It was a lot. They did fight a lot. But she didn't see that because they tried their best to keep it on the low. But yeah, guys, they fought a lot. Didn't Justin have a music video where, was it Cry Me a River? I'm a oh, I probably won't be able to do that. But it wasn't like wasn't he like bashing her and talking about like all this shit about her and like, you know, in the music video for Cry Me a River and how she hurt him and all this stuff. Like they've gotten past that. They've moved past that now, and Britney's over that. I'm bringing that up because Britney was pissed. She's like, you motherfucker, like you were mad. Like I remember being a Britney Spears fan. I had a moment, guys. I had a moment where I was listening to my headphones back when we had those Walkmans, and I was like, yeah, Britney, you fucking tell him this, Britney. Fuck him, motherfucker. You know what I mean? And I was just like, I pictured them both sitting on a couch. And I was Dr. Phil, I was Oprah. And I was like, you guys need to talk about this. You guys need to work on this. Like, I want you guys to get back together. Okay. Like, I had a whole moment. Okay, guys. I was in my room by myself, listening to my Walkman. Listen, I would switch back and forth. I would switch to Britney, I would switch to Justin. And I would act like they're talking to each other. You know what I mean? Like, I was just intuitive, man. Like, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Like, but looks like it's happened. So this has been my reading, guys, on Britney Spears. Like, this was a long-ass reading. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all of the love and support that you've been giving me on my videos and my channel. I see my channel growing, guys. So freaking excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of Britney Spears. So go ahead and like and subscribe if you would like to subscribe to my channel here with the tea readings I do. I don't drink tea, unfortunately, when I do these readings, so I don't know why I call it tea readings. And thank you again, guys, so much for watching and for all of the love and support. It has been greatly appreciated. Love you guys. Bye.